G'day and welcome to my one-point grammar lesson. While we don't all need to be grammar experts, we can always gain a little more respect from others by reducing the number of simple errors when we speak and write. Today's video is the third of a four-part series looking at conditional or if sentences. This video is concentrating on the third conditional. When we discussed the first and second conditionals, I mentioned that we were talking about the future. In the third conditional, we're talking about the past. Therefore, we cannot change what has happened, but we are just thinking about results that might have happened. We often use the third conditional when we are showing some kind of regret. Let's look at some examples. If we had gone to Tokyo by train, it would have cost us $200. Did we go to Tokyo by train? No, we didn't. Did our travels cost us $200? Probably not. Here, we are just looking at the possibilities of taking the train to Tokyo. Again, this is in the past. Notice the form of the verbs here. They're not in the past tense, but using the past participle. In the third conditional, we need to use the verb sets such as had driven, had eaten, had gone, had done, and so on. Let's look at another example. If Uncle John had stopped arguing, Alex wouldn't have been so angry. Did Uncle John stop arguing? No, he didn't. Did Alex get angry? Yes, he did. But in this sentence, we are looking at the different possibility that might have happened if Uncle John had stopped arguing. There is no use in arguing, everyone. Just accept the situation and move on. The above sentences look at past events. As I said earlier, we can also add a feeling of regret or even happiness to our speech using the third conditional. If I hadn't eaten so much last night, I wouldn't feel so sick right now. In this sentence, I'm expressing regret for eating so much last night. Notice in the second half of the sentence that I am talking about right now. You can talk about the current result or a past result. Just make sure you use would or wouldn't in there. However, the first half of the sentence does not change. You always have to use had done or whatever you are saying. Here's a final example. If Paul hadn't talked to that girl on the train, he wouldn't have met his soulmate. Isn't that romantic? Did Paul talk to the girl on the train? Yes, he did. Did he meet his soulmate, the love of his life? Yes, he did. So this time, we are not talking about a regret, instead showing happiness for something that happened in the past. So that is pretty much the basics of how to use the third conditional. It really isn't as hard as it seems. If you're learning English as a second language, get out there and use it. Watch your simple mistakes and get more respect from those reading what you write and listening to what you say.